I haven't even turned on anything yet, and this is what I'm getting. I just happened to turn it on. Hello? Is there anything even attached to this? Hello? I'm gonna... That's not... It's the cell phone. Hello? That's interesting. Because I'm told by some friends that are private investigators on their free time that this spot is actually has some activity on it. Is anybody here? I'm gonna scoot back a little bit. That's interesting. Try to get this in the... Is that setting it off? No, but when it gets... That's very interesting. Set it close again. Okay. I'm gonna turn it off. See, when I normally set the cell phone close to this, it doesn't really set it off like that. Is there anybody here? Well, the cell phone's off. Well, let me turn this on. See if... Look at that. It's not going off now. Oh, now it is. Yeah. So something's using the power from the cell phone to set that off. Yeah. Oh yeah, now it's setting off, but it's very interesting. Try to debunk this. Yeah, because I normally set it about that distance. But yeah, because I use this see, I use this distance to make sure that it's I can see the power being lightly drained from the cell phone. So something is definitely here. And I'm right by a highway, so you're gonna hear some vehicles passing by. Let's turn this down a little. Adjust it. And you can see me. Hello. Who's here with me right now? Actually, you know what? Ovulus. If it'll turn on.
Ovulus on. Net.
Net. Who's attached here to this structure? Because every time when a gadget is used, devices are set off. We're actually able to communicate with one another. Darn deer fly. I want to try to do a paranormal investigation here. The deer fly is biting me. So, why are you attached right here? Is it because of the old buildings across the highway? Or are you a local resident? I have devices with me, gadgets, that we can communicate with one another. If you say something, my stuff here will pick it up. Oh, I got that deer fly. Heard a loud snap, that was me getting that deer fly. I understand you have a lot to say. I'm gonna go get the K-II meter. I'm gonna set off the REM-POD by scooting it over some. Actually, you know what? Let's go over right here. Try to get as much distance away from that and the cell phone as possible. I'm gonna let this record. This is very interesting. But before I go... Bacon. Knit bacon. Well, I can see why it's saying knit and bacon, because of the old buildings. Because this is a very old settlement area, and this is a national wildlife refuge within the country. I'm gonna go get the K-II meter real fast. Seems to have stopped since I scooted the REM-POD over. Hopefully that can be seen. So is anybody here? I have another gadget with me that we can communicate. You try to set that off, it goes up to red. Hello there. So who's here? I hope the K-II...
Shoes.
Shoes. Are you attached to this area? Or is this a favorite spot of yours? from your travels across the United States, is this one of your favorite areas to be at? Or are you one of the park rangers that used to guard this place, to upkeep it, to watch over everything? I'm going to scoop the K-II. I'm going to set off the REM-POD again. Maybe not. Try to keep it. I may have to come back here again at night. Because some friends of mine that are private investigators, they check this area constantly. There's no underground cables, electrical stuff, or anything, because we're right by the river, the North Platte River that runs through here. Because they say that there is something here, that something lurks around here at night, mainly at night, sometimes during the day, but it's always spotted here at night. And we're also in a heavy forested area too.
100.
100. 100 what? But whatever's here, it uses the energy from the equipment. And I guess this spot has been haunted for a very long time. So 100 what? Have you been here for 100 years? I know the town's been here for about almost 100 years. Yeah, 'cause I'm... Okay.
Threat.
Threat. What's a threat? Am I a threat? Are you a threat?
Remove.
Oh. Interesting. Is there anyone in here that's attached to the area? Especially this spot, this tourist spot. From all your travels, is this a particular area that you favored the most to be here?
Wheat.
Wheat. I don't know on that one. There is wheat fields around here.
Come.
We're also kind of in an area of a local trade route too. That's kind of between the Oregon Trail and some of the old local forts. Are you a resident of the local area? Car going past, or vehicle, excuse me. I'm gonna switch around here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off.
Ovilus. Off.
And I'm going to switch over to this. I'm gonna turn it down so it's not too loud. If there's anything you want to say? Dedicate. Are you one of the forest rangers that used to watch over this area? Was this your station at one time? She knew. She knew what? Is this some woman that's attached to this spot that's here? This unit just vibrated at me. Hold on here. Hello? Is there anybody here? Felt like someone was tapping on the back here. I hope that was picked up on the camera. Yeah, this is the refuge, and you can see the river over that way. Huh. Yeah, I'm right by the highway too. Nothing else has been said. Random. Random what? Because this is me knocking on. See, this is me knocking. That's what it will sound like if a person would knock. Even up on top, knocking now. Yeah. So we'll kind of have an idea of what it will sound like. And I want to take down this rattle wasp nest. That way when tourists do come here, you don't have to worry about nothing. There's another rattle wasp nest right there too. But sadly I don't have nothing to take that down because there's some activity on that one. Anything that you want to say? Something is here. That's the fact. So my friends that watch this, they do not want to say they don't want their names released because they're private. I thank you very much for letting me know about this area. This seems to be, there's activity here. Looks like it's most likely haunted. But of what, I don't know. Who are you? Say your name. I demand for you to say your name now. Very interesting indeed. Definitely gonna have to come back here at night. Area. Yeah, we're in the area, but an area of what? And the wind's picking up too. But that's okay. Something's very, very active here. Area of what? Yeah, as you can see, I'm right here. If you can see down below, right here's my hands. If you can see the reflection right here, see, here's both of my hands. I've never had this much activity before at well, at least anywhere. Not for at least over 15 years. But it was with other equipment. Spirits. Spirits of what? Do you acknowledge that you are dead, or have passed on, or another form of existence? I might use the Necrophonic app. I'm not quite sure, or the Miracle Box. I'm trying to debate, but I'm not quite sure because the wind's blowing and the leaves are rustling, so it may not be very good to use it. Father, don't. Father, don't. I've never seen that kind of reaction either. Father, don't what? I'm definitely gonna have to come back here at night. I'll bring my sibling with me. I'm going to turn this off now. Look at that. Whatever's here, might be using the GoPro battery. I'm going to position this up a little bit. So who's here? I'll try to get this. Oh, I don't want to get it too close. Okay, let's go back. Okay. Seriously, who's here right now? I'm going to do a thermal video. Is there anybody here? Who's here? Anybody? I get a little closer here. If you do something, I'll actually be able to see you now. What? Can you do that again? Try it. Oh. Can I replicate that? Something's... But is that me moving? The program picking it up? No, something's setting it off. Something's actually touching the antenna. Going past. Get this in the picture here. There's gonna be a little bit of movement on this. Whoa, why is that so hot? There we go. I can see you touching the silver antenna, or the stick. What was that? Who just made that noise? As soon as I... Oh, that's me leaning up against the deal, and it's creaking a little, if you can hear that. I better not lean on it. What's your name? And what's your occupation? Nothing now. It's like as if they just disappeared. As if they left. Darn flies. Something's tapping on this. 1, 2. Let's see if I can. Yeah, that's so hot. It's in the shade. Yeah, interesting. I'm gonna walk a distance away from I'm in the back now. Yeah, why are my stands hot and everything else isn't quite that hot? If you ain't gonna say anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my stuff. And I will be back another day. So you have nothing else to really say. Well, I thank you for your time and communicating with me. Is there anything else that you do want to say? I think they're gone. I'll turn this off now. I should do a session with nothing but K-II sometime. Before I turn this off, can you give me one last sign to let me know that you're here? Turn this off now. Well, that was very interesting. Something is definitely here, but I don't know what. And they say that this spot is haunted. In fact, this entire area is haunted because it's around the woods. There's a lot of energy here, especially from the river. Activity because it's a tourist attraction, and plus too, it is a national wildlife refuge. I don't know what to think on it. I will definitely come here more often. And again, thank you very much for the friends that do the private investigations to let me know about this. It's very interesting, that's for sure. But I'm still leaving an open mind. But something like this, with all that activity and responses and the randomness, it makes you think a little bit. So hopefully another day when it happens, there's hardly any wind, so I can do like the Miracle Box or the Necrophonic Gap, and also the S Box. So that way there's hardly any noise from the leaves, the wind, and pretty much the surrounding area. So it's very interesting because this is actually an old area, a very, very old area of the local panhandle, at least one of many, and it's between the Oregon Trail and some trade routes between the Oregon Trail, and also some forts. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to put things in the words because of the activity behind me of what was, what's going on, and there's other areas here that I'd like to investigate, but the rest of the land around here is private property and no trespassing. Plus, it's also very dangerous because it's swampland, local marshes and everything, especially from the river, from the water going up. It's very dangerous to traverse, and I don't want to put my life in danger for this sort of stuff. So definitely coming back. Still processing all of this. I haven't had this much activity in a very, very long time. So definitely we'll go over all the stuff here on the video, and post up whatever that may come up on the microphone or the K-II meter or whatever, and just anything in general. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to process all of this. It's interesting, and this just made a sound again. I think something's here. I'll have to come back at night and bring that other device with me, and have some other things on order as well to expand our gadgets and everything, and researching the paranormal. And also too, this area is kind of known for cryptozoology, but I haven't heard anything of it in a long time, so I'll end the video there. We're at 37 subscribers here on YouTube. We appreciate the support, so please take in consideration of liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. We deeply appreciate all the support that we can get. So y'all have a good now. That is a very big carpenter bee. I better get out of here because they're starting to swarm. So y'all have a good now. Take care and stay safe. See you later, and thanks again.